Once upon a midnight dreary, as I pondered weak and weary. Um, yeah, so I'm about to head out into the rainy Los Angeles afternoon, evening, and I've been running the heat and the climate settings as people have been asking. I'm still going to be doing freeway speeds, hopefully, but it'll probably be slower just because of the rain and the wet and who knows, traffic, people getting accidents, all sorts of things. So I'll try and keep my speeds up to highway speeds, but no guarantees. So it's raining slick. As it is, my estimator is now at 229 miles, which is, I think, based on my last trip, which again was all freeway driving. Uh, that dropped about 20 miles after I turned on the climate control settings, and it looks like the draw has been pretty consistent between 2 and 3 kilowatts. As you can see, I just been kind of sitting here doing nothing, just talking with a friend. I have it at 69. I don't want it to go much higher than that. I'm already hot as it is in here, so um, I haven't really traveled very far either. But I'm about to hit the road on the freeway, do my circuit. It might be a little bit different because if I can get to the store on the way, I might stop and grab some stuff. Um, but yeah, I'll show you guys the end results of driving in this weather at freeway conditions with the heat on. I'm blowing it on my feet to see if I can get them dried out a little bit from the rain. So I won't keep it going too long. But yep, off we go. Welcome back to sunny Southern California, everybody. So I completed the route that I said I would. Yeah, it's a similar route. Notice the miles are a little bit longer. I stopped by the store. It's not a big deal, but um, I might have done that anyway. But yeah, so I didn't put like climate on full blast. Obviously, I want to at least be somewhat comfortable. It didn't seem like it was doing enough. I think it was like 67 or 69 that I had it at, so I turned it up a little bit more, um, beyond what I would do anyway, and I had it blowing on my feet too to kind of dry off my shoes. But yeah, notice the energy usage is a bit more. Now, I mean, granted, I did stop and idle a little bit. I think I talked with a friend for like 15 minutes, showing him the car after work, and we had I had already turned the climate control on, so it had run for a little while. But yeah, while driving, I think it was steady, pretty much right around 15 to 16% of the total energy. But I mean, and notice the trip total. It's about 7.7 kilowatt hours more than I used for the last for roughly the same distance. So I mean that's a significant increase. About a I guess about a 25% increase, but that's both again with climate running, but also driving in rain, which at freeway speeds, which I in my past I found to be one of the most taxing things. Now, uh, so based on this, and then based on the range estimator, you could probably expect to see about 190 miles of range at 60-ish mile. Well, average about 60 miles an hour. But while I was on the freeway, I was doing 65 plus. Um, but yeah, so you could expect to see probably about 190 miles. While I have this live, I kind of want to just see if the range estimator changes based on turning off the controls. Yeah, and it did. It jumped a little bit. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I was interrupted by our person who plugs in the cars. So now this isn't really exactly valid, but it's the car is now charging. So, but yeah, right before I pulled the or turned the climate control off, the estimator was actually, I think, accounting for that draw, and shortening the range a little bit. So yeah, I would say. climate control on, uh, driving at freeway speeds, even in rain and wet weather, you're going to see probably about 190 miles of range. Um, I noticed when I first started the car in the morning with the climate on, it bumped up to something like an 8 kilowatt draw. Now, that might just be a surge of some sort. I don't know that the system regularly uses that. What I saw is more of a static load of about 3 to 4 kilowatts to maintain, a 73 degrees and about 55-degree temperatures, outside temperatures, with the different fans running. So, and it feels like it's a true climate control. So it's just sort of maintaining cabin temperature at that. So colder climates could get sapped, I think, a little bit more. You could be using as much as, like, say, a 6 kilowatt draw. But the way I look at that, this is probably about an hour and a half of driving. Like I said, an average speed of close to 60 miles an hour. So, hour and a half of driving with a 4 kilowatt draw, you're looking at probably about 6 kilowatt hours that was devoted to climate. And I'm guessing you could do the math too with the climate settings and the driving, to calculate whether that's accurate. But so yeah, that's what you can expect. I think there were some other things I was going to talk about, but I'll save those for later. But yeah, so now I guess I got plugged in whether I like it or not, and now I'm charging.